Hi everyone. So I thought that I would redo my first video, which is my 15 weird habits. And the reason why I'm deciding to do it again is because, it was my very first video, and as I looked back at it, I realized that I had missed a few things, more like a lot. So I have deleted that, and this is my new version of it. So we'll get started with the first one. What's a nickname only your family calls you? Nickname my family calls me when I was little was Fish, because when we lived back in Ohio, we went to this place called Sandusky in Bay Point in Sandusky, which is by Cedar Point. And I was always wanting to go into my bathing suit and go down to the beach, go to Lake Erie, and just swim, swim, swim. That's all I wanted to do. To this day, I am still a big love of water and swimming. Nowadays, they don't call me Fish anymore. They just call me Hev, which is, like Heather without the ER. Question number 2. What's a weird habit of yours? A weird habit of mine is, I kind of had to think about this one because I wasn't really sure at first. I didn't really have good answers. When I'm laying down in my bed, like when I'm ready to go to bed, I'm so tired. I just want to sleep, get in the next day, and I don't do that. I go on my phone and I start playing either Angry Birds, Bubble Blast, or Jules. Jules is like Bejeweled on Facebook. And I play that for a few minutes and then I finally shut it off and go to bed. I don't know why I do it. It's just something I feel like I need to do. Question number 3. Do you have any weird phobias? I know one of my main phobias is I'm claustrophobic. I hate being in tight spaces because I feel like something's going to follow me and I'm going to get trapped in there. Another one of them is I am like deathly afraid of scorpions. Because there's one time when I got stung by a scorpion upstairs in my room the very first year that we were here, which was, we moved here January 4th of 2001. And I got stung by a scorpion upstairs in my room, and that was because my room was really messy at the time. And I guess it had gotten onto my backpack, and I didn't realize it at first, so it kind of came up with me. And as I went to go like brush it off, because I felt something on my leg when I was watching TV, it stung me. My ring finger right here was numb for 2 hours. And it wasn't a really big scorpion. It was maybe like about that big or something like that. And it was kind of like a brownish clear color. So I don't know, my dad and my brother found up my room and they squashed it with a brick. So needless to say, I keep my room like immaculately clean now, so none of that ever happens again. Number 4, what's a song you secretly love to blast and belt out when you're alone? Well, there isn't really a specific song that I like to do because I love to sing anyway, and it's kind of a habit of mine. I've been doing since I was 9 years old, and I am going to be 25 on the 28th of this month. So I don't know, there isn't really a specific song. I love all type of songs, so I don't really sing in the shower either, or like when I'm alone. It's like every song. So question number 5, what's one of your biggest pet peeves? Okay, now this really annoys me. It's when I'm talking to somebody and because they don't understand something and I'm trying to explain it to them. It's when I'm having to repeat myself more than once after I've already like explained it in the easiest, most clearest way that I can possibly think of. Because it's clear in my mind, it makes sense to me, and that's probably like the easiest way that I can think of to word it and to explain it. But they're like, huh, what does that mean? I still don't get it. I'm lost. What do you mean? And so I don't like it. I hate it. It just bothers me so much. And I'm like, I can't think of any other way to put it. What's so hard? What don't you understand? So that's one of the things that I hate doing all the time. Number 6, what's one of your nervous habits? Well, when I'm nervous, I start like picking at my nails, and the only reason that's to prevent that is if I paint my nails. Because if I paint my nails, I won't pick at them. I don't bite them. I actually like pick at my nails. Another thing that I start doing, granted my hair is curly right now, but I like will take a section, I'll start like playing with it, and then I'll like separate it into three, and then I'll like start braiding it, and then like take it apart, and then I'll start doing it again. I actually did it. When was it? This Saturday, and my brother's fiance's oldest daughter, Callie, who is 9, started laughing at me when I was doing it. I was like, I'm sorry. Number 7, what side of the bed do you sleep on? Let's see. I don't know which side of the bed to go by. If you're facing the bed, I sleep on the left side, but if you're like laying on the bed, it's on the right side. So I guess I'll go by if you're facing the bed, I sleep on the left-hand side. Number 8, what was your first stuffed animal and its name? Well, I don't remember the name of it, but I know I had a like little stuffed bunny rabbit. It was a cream color with like a little bow on the back of his neck. It had floppy ears, and I loved to sleep with it at night. It was so cute. It was, I don't know, I loved it. I don't know if I still have it. I know that there was like a bunch of boxes that we went through this year to try to figure out like which stuff we need and which ones we wanted to have for like a garage sale, and I don't know if that was one of the ones that I put up for the garage sale or I decided to keep it. Can't remember. But that was my very first animal, was a little stuffed bunny rabbit that I do not know its name. Okay, number 9, what's the drink you always order at Starbucks? Well, here's the thing, I don't really usually go to Starbucks, but the only time I do is when I'm like rewarding myself for like doing something good, or I've accomplished something. And when I do go those times, I get a white chocolate mocha latte. I usually got frappuccinos, but once I started having their lattes, it was like, oh my god, this is my new favorite. So I started getting lattes now over at Starbucks. Sometimes I get them skinny, just because, I'm starting to watch my weight a little bit more. So sometimes it's skinny, sometimes it's just a regular. So kind of depends on what I am in the mood for. That's mostly what I get. Question number 10, what's the beauty rule you preach but never actually practice? Well, this is really a big one. It's to be happy with who you are, because I know I tell people that it doesn't matter what other people think. What matters is what you think, and if you're happy with yourself, then you won't care what other people think. But the thing with me is I kind of do care what other people think, and that's weighed heavily on how I view myself. And with all of like the negative comments that I got lately, or just from back in the past, it's kind of had me have like a low self-esteem. So I'm not that entirely confident with myself or like who I am as a person. Sadly to say that, but I'm trying to work on that nowadays. Number 11, which way do you face in the shower? Mostly I face away from the water, because if I'm like washing my hair, I want to get it like a little bit wet, just so like the shampoo will stop working. But I also like face away from it while I'm putting on my soap and stuff like that. The only time I turn to face it is when I'm like washing that stuff off. So mostly away from the water. Number 12, do you have any weird body skills? I don't know if you'd call it weird, but I can twist my tongue and fold it. Kind of need the side of my lips to do that, so I don't know if it really counts. But I can fold my tongue. 13, what's your favorite comfort food or food that's bad for you but you love to eat it anyways? Oh boy. My favorite food that I know it's bad for me is country fried steak. I love it so much. It is so good. And the reason why it's not good for you is because of the hollandaise sauce and the fact that it's fried. I know you can, I think you can also bake it too and make the hollandaise sauce a little lighter. But I love it just like the original how it is. And yeah, that'd probably be one of my favorite comfort foods, but I still know it's bad for me, but it's so good. Okay, number 14. What's a phrase or exclamation you always say? I always say, holy blue hell. I don't know where it came from. Nobody else says it. It's just one I came up with a long time ago, and now I say it when I'm like surprised. I say, holy blue hell. um, Instead of just like holy hell, I say holy blue hell. Okay, last question, number 15. Time to sleep. What are you actually wearing? Well, there are two things that I wear, and it depends on the season. If it's really cold outside, which it tends to be at night when it's like winter, or well, what's considered winter around here, which is around like December, November, sometimes January, but not really. I wear like a camisole like this one, except this is really like a tank top. But it kind of looks like this, but just not. I guess this is supportive. But yeah, I usually wear a camisole and pants, just to kind of keep me warm because, you know, I get cold very easily. I have very thin blood. When it's during the summertime, I just wear one of my nightgowns that I have. Got it over at Target, great place to get them. So, that's it? Yeah, that was question number 15. Alright, so that was the end of the video, and I will see you guys later. Bye.